Episode 4, Never Trust a Snake.
This is the lesson Lloyd learns in this episode.
Wake up, Zane. I know where you come from.
This is like a really weird thing for the Falcon to say. It's not really related to this episode, and it's fully a jump scare. It's horrific.
The hunt starts early today.
A watchful eye never sleeps.
As long as Lloyd and the Serpentine roam freely, no one in Ninjago is safe.
Where are the others?
Training on the upper deck.
You were in my dream, little friend. Last time I saw you, you led me to good fortune. What reason have you returned?
Maybe I should have already mentioned this, but why do they run like this, with their arms swinging out?
Lord Garmadon.
This is the first time we see Garmadon's redesign, and I think it's so much better. He was so ugly before.
I will have the power to recreate Ninjago.
In my own image.
2 shurikens, but it's a dream, so I don't know if it counts. Also, the dream in a dream thing might be a little too meta, especially considering that the first dream was basically nothing.
So be it.
The Green Ninja.
It's actually Lloyd's eyes here in the Green Ninja suit, so somehow Zane subconsciously knew the whole time. I know it's a dream, but this pole is sticking straight into the wood, almost like it's meant to be in the sand or something. In Zane's dream, the Green Ninja possesses qualities from the other 4 ninja, which is obvious, they even talk about it later. But I think the point is that it's none of them, because none of them possess all of 4 qualities that it shows, and they don't get that.
Who are you? Kai?
Interestingly, Zane fills in for the audience here, as Kai is suspected to be the Green Ninja at the moment, but it's as if the show/dream is saying, no, you're wrong.
I saw the Falcon again.
Whoa, Zane, every time you see that bird, something big happens. First, it led you to the secret treehouse.
Then it led you to the bounty.
All right. Stretches. First, the swooping crane.
It led you to the
This is what Wu
secret
did
treehouse.
for Lightning back in the King of Shadows, so maybe Lightning has something to do with a crane, but possibly it was just random.
He was fighting Lord Garmadon.
That's what the prophecy said.
Again, I think it's great that the audience and the ninja misinterpret this in the same way.
It was him? Yeah. Did you see?
I could not tell. He shared attributes each one of us possess.
Now, pinching crab.
Well, tell us
What is
everything.
up with
Don't
Zane's
spare any
face?
detail.
Also, Kai, as usual, is the most
Which one of
interested
us
in the
is gonna
Green
be the
Ninja,
Green
and Cole is
Ninja?
basically
Hey!
checked out.
What is the best way to defeat an enemy?
Easy, with a sword. Your fist!
What a comically stupid answer from Jay. Your fists?
But let's hear more about this dream.
Let me just say, the Green Ninja is awesome.
This is not the first time, but they mention the Green Ninja and it instantly cuts to Lloyd. These societies are obviously militaristic, and it's kind of cool to see them preparing for battle.
Do your thing, vampire. I let you out of your hole for a reason.
The Vampire General just kind of listening to Lloyd doesn't really make sense, as last episode was established that they were there just to like get revenge or because they hated the Hypnobrai, not because he was subservient in any way.
Build my old chum. I didn't think I'd be fighting you. Moved up in the world, have we? If it isn't the Vampire, of all the cold-blooded to creep up on us, I'm glad that it is a friend.
Wait, I thought you were enemies, not friends.
We were at war, but seeing that Scales is now leading them, well, I don't see why we can't be comrades. Had you
I have mixed feelings about this. On one time, it feels like a shift in perspective from the Fangpire, which I kind of don't like, but at the same time, it makes the Serpentine uniting more threatening and plausible.
Of evil!
What should we do with him? I could turn him into one of us. Nah, the little tyke is pretty useless. What if you hypnotize him and make him think he's a pig? That'd be pretty funny. Can you imagine?
This episode is all about Lloyd making mistakes, and this is him dealing with the consequences of his previous mistakes of letting the Fangpire and the Hypnobrai out of their tombs. What?
Just on fire.
So I'm the Green Ninja. What are you talking about? He had incredible strength to lift the cargo and save his life. It's me.
No, did you miss the part of the story where the guy pulled out nunchucks? I have nunchucks!
I think you're all missing the point of this dream. The point is the Falcon flew on his arm, and it was my dream.
Honestly, through this dream, Kai and Zane have the best chances here, but the Falcon, up to this point, hasn't landed on Zane's shoulder yet. Also, it never lands on Lloyd's, so...
Remember what happened to your vehicles when you lost focus. A razor-sharp weapon is an extension of a razor-sharp mind.
Genuinely fire wisdom from Wu.
Had you released the Constricti, the Venomari, or heaven forbid, the Anacondri, then we would have had a tussle. I found it!
Lloyd is clearly not learning his lesson, which is kind of the point. Also, how had no one ever found this tomb before? It's just a giant fang in the middle of the desert. What are we doing?
The Anacondri. The most feared and powerful serpentine of them all. If they're afraid of the Anacondri, then the Anacondri is what they're gonna get!
This build-up to the Anacondri is not only anticlimactic, but it's also kind of deserved, as we see in this episode what only one can accomplish.
My sincerest apologies, young man. Due to my unfortunate appearance, I tend to have an unsettling effect on people.
Pythor's cunning is honestly scary. Prior to this, every Serpentine had ran into a situation headfirst, not really thought it out, but Pythor is clearly much more intelligent and calculating than any of the other Serpentine. Even like Scales, whose entire character is that he's kind of like very intelligent compared to the others, Pythor is a step above that.
I believe you dropped this. There you are.
Thank you. What happened to the others?
He ate them.
I am Pythor P. Chumsworth.
I feel like everyone in the Ninjago community takes this as fact, but why would he have a middle
Not
name?
gonna trick me?
Why would I trick you? I hardly have any friends.
Whoa! I hardly have any friends too!
You don't say!
Hey, how'd you like to be my loyal henchman? I've been betrayed by the Hypnobrai and the Fangpires, and I'm looking to get a little revenge on some ninja too.
I love revenge! Oh, you know Floyd?
It's Lloyd.
Whatever. I have a feeling this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
This first scene with Pythor is really good. It not only establishes him as very intelligent and him as manipulating and all that, it also, you get like a sense that Pythor has been sitting and waiting for that door to open for him to exact some kind of master
What's the
plan.
best way to defeat an enemy?
Zane, you're smart. What is
I
it?
do not know. But I sense that Sensei is going to keep us here if we don't work together and find an answer.
Well, that bothers me. Because while we're here working, that means the enemy is playing.
That felt like it served zero purpose other than to say, hey, the ninja are in this episode. This montage of petty crimes really exemplifies what I'm saying when I'm saying, like, Lloyd is not really evil, and him switching to good is not a big leap. He's just, like, kind of misguided.
Why is it that you have no friends?
Well, I could have had friends back in my boarding school for bad boys, but I decided to run away and never let them see me again.
Really? Why would you run away from making friends? Everybody needs friends, even tyrants.
Well, maybe I didn't run away. Maybe I got kicked out.
Him getting kicked out of Darkleys is a really good example of what I'm talking about, because we see again that he's not evil. No one who is evil would consider him such, but Lloyd is just looking up to Garmadon and with this misguided view of him. Like, when Lloyd turns to evil at the end of the episode, it doesn't feel like a big shift, because Lloyd was never evil, and you can, like, feel that even if you don't think about it.
A boarding school for bad boys? I don't believe it. I hear they are the breeding ground for the truly despicable.
Pythor really shouldn't know anything about Darkleys, considering he's been locked in a tomb. Pythor is kind of despicable, even though we haven't seen him do anything yet.
Oh, you must have found the answer to what is the best way to defeat an enemy.
We have, Sensei. It's on 3 guys. 1, 2, teamwork!
Is this what you all think?
Yes, absolutely.
Correct. Sadly, you are all wrong.
What's funny is that this is the kind of answer you would expect from a children's show, but Ninjago is just one step ahead. This is framed as this kind of epic sequence, but nothing new or exciting is happening here. Also, they're falling right into Pythor's trap, which is something I liked about Garmadon in the pilots. Like, you can tell, like, things are happening for the ninja that may be considered good, but in the background you know the villain is winning. No! No!
Looks quiet down there. Should we infiltrate using stealth?
We've done that. What about using our golden weapons and turn into vehicles? I'm still working out the kinks on that. Anyone have any other good ideas?
This makes me so mad. Like, not only do the ancient golden weapons used to create the world itself turn into modern vehicles, but those vehicles require maintenance.
Well, I have one idea, but you guys gotta trust me.
I don't think I like the sound of this.
Obviously, the aforementioned stealth was the best idea, and Jay's plan is by far the worst, but here we go, I guess.
What's that?
Insane aim. I think his plan was to kill Lloyd.
Well. Crunch a knuckle. Substitute teachers, eh? If we cut you down, we better not get you hanging around Ninjago again.
Oh, how I wish they honored this agreement. It's always Kai and Zane with the useless spinjitzu. 2 things here. 1, this is an all-boys school, so I don't know who Joanna is, but also, Ned was here. For some reason, nothing here makes sense to me. Like, how is the bucket suspended? And also, why do they move after being, like, touched by the jelly? The elevator music is the ninja theme, but elevatory.
Prepare to eat dust!
Get it? It's ironic.
They're coming!
Pythor not panicking here only helps his mystique.
What are you doing? I thought you were my friend.
All you wanted was to make the Serpentine your slave. Well, sorry, my dear boy. I have other plans.
We saw Pythor do his invisibility thing earlier, but it was kind of hard to see, and it was in the dark, and it was like in a weird situation. So I think for most of the audience, it's honestly like the first time we're seeing him use it, and it's definitely the first time for the ninja, and it's a shock for them.
Lloyd Montgomery Garmadon.
This episode just loves its full legal names, huh? Also, this would be way better if they didn't pretend to do this in Rise of the Snakes.
What should we do with them? Wash his mouth out with soap for a year?
Ground him indefinitely?
Have him sit in a corner for a century?
I know exactly what we must do.
This is the same vibe as the, like, throw him a feast scene in Avatar The Last Airbender.
Jack the Rabbit never trusts a snake.
This book seems to be a reference to either, like, Peter Rabbit or Goodnight Moon, or, like, both of them.
The end.
If my dad had read me that book, I would never have made that mistake. I'm sorry, Uncle.
Oh, you do not need to apologize. I am sure that if your father was still here, it would be the first book he'd read.
Interesting that Wu doesn't crush Lloyd's vision of his father.
No, Sensei. We still don't know what the best way to defeat your enemy is.
It is to make them your friend.
This is not only one of the most iconic moments in all of Ninjago, it serves to teach the ninja a lesson about not only like dealing with enemies and stuff, but also about Lloyd. This episode is really good. It introduces Pythor, which is a very central character, obviously, and it introduces him really well. It does a good job focusing on Lloyd like they have in the past for Zane and Jay. I think it's significantly better than what they did for Jay. And other than that one scene with the Coles thing, it's not that bad in the same sense that last episode was. I just think it's really good. It is almost as good as Home, in my opinion. And them not including the ninja as much is not a negative, I think, because we've already seen the ninja a lot. We want to see Lloyd.